is Matthew Prophet, and I'm playing trombone for this project. I got asked to play by Ellen, who is dating my friend Sumner, who's also part of this project, and we're in a band together. It's been kind of a fresh take. We get to start from scratch and come up with our own ideas. Yeah, it's been a lot of creative people coming together and just everybody getting to use their talents and just coming up with new ideas. And we're already friends, so that just adds another element of fun to it.
Hi, I'm Laura Merrifield, violinist. Well, I've been playing with Alessandra a bit in the DeVels, some other things, and I know a fair amount of musicians, but Alessandra just asked me if I'd be interested in helping to score a silent film project, and I said, of course. It's pretty exciting because it's interesting. This film, it's a silent film. It had a pre-written score, but I like that we're taking it apart, looking at it very differently. We're looking at it piece by piece, character themes and different. So for me, my role, since I'm not one of those backbone instruments setting, the rhythm, the tempo all the time, I kind of follow certain characters and their melodies, and those grow and develop throughout the film. So it's and we get to work together. So it's a really fun creative process to build this whole thing up. Every musician works differently. I mean, I've learned a lot. I started learning violin when I was a child classically, then I had some jazz playing, I've had some improvisation. And I've grown in my voice as a musician very much, especially over the last few years. So a project like this, it's sort of, I'll listen, I'll see, what's the character? So there's a woman who's very sort of annoyed and flustered, so I'm that high-pitched, aggressive voice sometimes, but other times I'm that smooth, melodic, peaceful, loving voice. And so when these different emotions come in, that's where it's really fun to take on things I've heard and put that into my own instrument playing.
Hi, my name is John Zell. Alessandra had originally asked me. I've been playing music with her for the past couple of years. I play with her in the DeVels and also her solo projects. And I've also worked with Ellen in my band Move and in the Riot Stage performances. It's been really interesting. When I first heard about it, I wasn't sure if we were going to be creating something completely original or if we were going to try to study the film and then play it as it was scored originally. And when I found out that we were going to do our own score for it, I was very excited about that because that's something that I really enjoy doing, is just creating, just getting together with musicians that I love and trust, and just creating something original and new, and I'm really excited to be part of this project. We're still just feeling it out right now as far as what everybody's part is. I've also done composing on my own in my home studio. I work in Logic, and I've done a couple little short films and things like that. So I'm not a stranger to scoring for a film. But this is a whole new experience where I'm actually collaborating with people. So I'm able to kind of add my own voice and ideas, and if I have a theme idea or a melody or something like that, then I'll just chime in, and it's pretty much by consensus. Whoever has the best idea is the one that will be the one that makes it. It's amazing. I love and respect all of these people so much, and many of them have played with me in my band Move, and it's incredible just to be able to find such great talent that is just in your neighborhood. Literally, I mean, I'm on my bike all the time, and I don't even have to get in a car in order to find so much talent in the city. So I'm really excited to be.
My name is Sumner Levesque, and I play French horn as well as trumpet as well. I played with Laura before, another for productions, and basically from there she just asked if I wanted to play, and I liked the idea. Playing for the artist, I really liked the movie a lot. It would be a lot of fun to kind of have our own take on it. So. Well, French horn is an instrument that carries a lot of emotion, so I try to really restrict as far as the French horn goes, unless it's like either a moving part or kind of a more emotionally driven area, especially towards the latter part of the film. And then trumpet is a lot more fun. It's also a little easier to play, kind of a little faster, more kind of jazzy or maybe polka kind of influenced riffs. And so that's kind of where I come from and kind of go about it. So usually it's just kind of playing around with those emotions that I get from watching the film, and then anything that Ellen or anybody else suggests to kind of go off of that. So I have played French horn for a number of years. I played with a band called The River. Also Matt and Alex are a part of. Doing that for a number of years. Played French horn in school. And I've also played for a short bit with the One AM Radio and Oprah and some other gigs here and there.
Hi, I'm Ellen Workentine. I'm playing piano and clarinet, and I've been helping with musical direction. Alessandra and I have been making music for a long time, and she got an opportunity with Logan Crow to put together the band to score the artist, and she and I have always had an affinity for old-timey movies, and this is pretty much a dream opportunity to work together to score this amazing movie, which has set a really high bar for what we grabbed all of our favorite musician friends and have been going through it, brainstorming little melodies and motifs, and then it's just been coming together by brainstorming what we have for each part and figuring out everyone's piece as we go. I've known Allie from just from Long Beach music scene. I met her at Viento y Agua at an open jam session, and my interest has always been, she's been really into the folk indie scene, and I've been interested in scoring for theater and film, and I accompanied her on piano with her work, and we just collaborated a lot. We were roommates for a while. We had a project where we did called the Wilmore Sisters, where we would cover old-timey songs, so it's right up the alley to do more, scoring for a silent film is perfect. So it's really exciting.
My name is Alex Bradley. I play the cello. Ellen brought me aboard, actually. Her and I have had quite an interesting musical relationship. Started off with playing cello in the band The Red River, which her boyfriend plays French horn in. And then one day she happened to need a cellist for this production going on in Bixby Knolls, put on by Riot Stage. And I said, I play cello, so we got involved, and ever since her and I have been working on different things, collaborating, and making music, and it's fun. Well, what we've been working on, we started collaborative. We all just kind of got together, came up with our own parts as they came along. We all have these specific motifs and scenes that we're working on to kind of develop on our own and then bring to the group as a whole and kind of go from there. Ellen and I have also been working together to kind of arrange it and get it solid on lockdown, kind of more organized for everybody to better see. But so far it's been kind of everybody working together to create their own individual parts that work as a whole. It's coming together pretty well. It's exciting.
Hello, my name is Alessandra Neiswanger. Well, I'm good friends with Logan Crow of the Long Beach Cinematheque, and we've done some crazy projects before. So he asked me if I would put together some sort of orchestra of sorts for a screening of an old-timey black and white movie in downtown Long Beach, and I was totally game. He was trying to find a film that was actually filmed somewhere in Long Beach, and he couldn't find one that was in good enough condition that would fit the screening, so he ended up eventually going with the artist instead. I myself have tried not to watch the film again with sound since I knew I was going to do this project, and I hadn't seen it since it came out, so I've been trying to come at it with fresh ears. But honestly, Ellen and Alex are doing most of the composing for it, and I'm mostly the organizer sending out emails, so it's kind of a group thing where we'll watch it together, we'll come up with a riff, we'll groove with it, and then some things will work, some people will toss in other ideas, sometimes we'll sort of develop something, and then once we've developed it, realize it's no good, toss it, go back, develop something new. So it's really interesting. Or when you come back to it the next week, some things that you didn't think would work really well, or some things that you thought was great, it's like, oh no, not at all. Me and Ellen were in a band together for a couple of years. It was great. We used to be roomies. I met Ellen at a jam night at the Viento Coffee House and got like a band crush on her, where I wanted her to be my friend and make music, and then we connected and started making music, and it was amazing. It was kind of intimidating, even to like jump into it, just because it's such a big project. Because I've done film score project before, but I was more jumping in on someone else's. Where to be actually approached to put something together was like very intimidating, and I think the biggest obstacle to overcome was procrastinating it, and then the date kept getting scheduled and rescheduled, so some people that were free for the first one wasn't free for the next one, and just trying to get it together and get the confidence to go through it. Different groups of people work together differently, and that project was a smaller group with less direction, kind of just like a similar process where they would jump in and each person would throw in songs, but it was more that movie was less stylized. Like, this is a definite time period where this film takes place, where we definitely need to have a certain vibe for it to. But whereas like the Beauty and the Beast project, you know, it was more dreamy. It had a lot of special effects. It was a little more mystical, magical, so people could kind of, or the other musicians, I shouldn't just say people, the other musicians involved could really, you know, pitch in different musical ideas that were more contemporary, and it gelled a lot easier. So there was a little more flexibility in that project, I feel. Whereas this one, you know, be like hotsy-totsy 20s, which is really fun.